All right, we're sorry about the technical difficulties, fans. We're back here just about midway through the second quarter. Wildcats are down 22-12. Wildcats have just taken a timeout. 6:25 left in the second quarter. And back out of the timeout. Again, we apologize. We're back on the air now. We had minor technical difficulties. We are back here. Wildcats are down 22-12. 6:25 still left in the second quarter. It'll be Wildcats ball out of the timeout. On the floor right now for the Wildcats, it's Epler that inbounded. Morgan running point. Shannon Martin out there as well, along with Justice Wallace and Micah Thomas. Wide open for three. Shannon Martin. Good! That was a great play coming out of the timeout. And now we're going to get a timeout from head coach Joe Gallion. We'll be back here in a sec. So Wildcats, after that made basket, went right into a press and it forced the Dolphins timeout. And coming out of that timeout, Wildcats backed off. It's a three from right off the mark. Nice rebound from Thomas. "16-footer for Wallace, no good. Ball out of bounds. Be Brunswick ball. 5:40 left before halftime. We get a sub here. Boyd checking in for the Dolphins. She'll inbound right in front of the bench. Wildcats employing a press, and Dolphins easily get it across half court. The extra pass is stolen by Epler. And referees nearly missed it. There was a lot of things going on there in that action, right? Wildcats had Martin and Wallace wide open ahead, and Morgan just didn't turn around to see him in time, and the referees weren't even looking at Morgan when she took a double dribble on the hesitation, and then Morgan stops, and by that time the referees are looking over like, wait, did she just travel? I guess we got to call it. So nevertheless, Dolphins give it right back on a turnover of their own. And got some back and forth turnovers here. It's getting closer to Thanksgiving. Both teams serving up some fresh turnovers. Reached the halfway mark of the quarter. Pass tipped away. Wildcats back on the prowl again. Three from Martin. Good! 2 threes here from Martin in the quarter. Much needed buckets for the Wildcats. And, oh man, flying in was Thomas trying to get the steal. Instead, we get the foul called. Man, that looked a lot worse than what it was, but players going all over the place. Epler back in. She'll replace Thomas. Morgan guarding the inbound. Presley guarded out by Hankerson, and now she gives it up to Merritt. Fadeaway jumper off the glass. Got everything, but did not go in. And the offensive rebound, Arnetta puts up a shot. That one rims off. Wildcats catch a break. We'll see if they can convert here on the other end. Morgan stops in the lane, finds Epler down low. Hankerson puts up a shot off the glass. Wildcats 2 points away now from tying it up. Immediately go back to their press, and Dolphins easily come away. Cross midcourt, looking to go all the way, and they're going to jump ball. Great hustle from Hankerson, and possession arrow favors Johnson and Wales, so it'll be Wildcats ball. 3:48 left before half, trailing by 2. Epler on the left block, Hankerson top of the key. Martin left alone for 3. Unable to make that one, a little heat check there. Outlet pass ahead, it's Presley and gives it right away, and she's down on that knee. We'll step away here for a sec for an injury timeout. As it's Caprina Presley down. So injury timeout, 3:27 left in the second quarter. Wildcats down 22-20. All right, back here, there were 2. Both able to get up and off the court, but it was Boyd who needed more assistance from the assistant coach. Trainer's looking at her right knee. So that forces Wright and Stackhouse into the game. Wildcats get the turnover. Cross court to Martin, another 3. This time no good. Fight for the rebound. Dolphins come away with it as Merritt pushing the floor now. Gets by Epler. Pulls up for the J, and that one's good. .242 left before we head to halftime. Wildcats ball. Cross court over to Morgan. Wallace turnaround jumper short. Ball on the ground. Dolphins come away with it. They got a 3-on-2 all the way, and it converts. It's Wright able to get that shot over Morgan. Just like that, Dolphins back up by 6. Hankerson at the free throw line. Again, Epler on that left block. Hankerson now moves to the right block. Epler, that one bounced off her knee. Goes right to the Dolphins again. Fast break. They got numbers again. The extra pass. Able to find Parcell. Count it. Dolphins doing a great job pushing the floor, getting numbers out front. That's back-to-back possessions. Able to convert on the fast break. This time they get the and one opportunity. And a Parker back in. So this to put the Dolphins lead at 9, and it will stay at 8. But the offensive rebound, great defense from Wallace, straight up. She's able to come away with it. Morgan pushing it ahead. Stops in the lane. Jumper no good. Rebound Anetta. Nearly a reach-around foul on Epler. Again, Dolphins back at it. This time, Wildcats able to get back in time. That shot is good. Nice looking stroke from Kana Parker. And just like that, a double-digit lead for the Dolphins nearing the close of this second quarter. We still got 1:15 left. Wildcats trying to make it a single-digit game. Morgan works inside, finds help. Deep three from Martin. In and out. Rebound Anetta. Wildcats got numbers this time, but still. Oh, the nice pass. Count it! Oh, my gosh. The fast break play from the Dolphins in the past 5 minutes of play has been outstanding. I mean, Wildcats had 4 defenders back, and that pass was just too nice. Threads the needle to Parker, who gets rewarded with the and one. Wow. So out of the Wildcats timeout. Stackhouse at the line. I misspoke before we went to the timeout. It was Stackhouse who actually had the and one bucket. She missed the free throw, so lead remains at 13 for the Dolphins. 45 seconds left before we head to halftime. Wildcats need to get something going here. Shot is short. The offensive rebound from Morgan. She'll pull the three. That one off the back iron, flying in for the strong rebound. Hankerson, oh, it rims off. She'll try again, and that one rims in. Much needed bucket there. That stops the bleeding, as it was a 11-0 run by the Dolphins. Pull-up jumper short. Rebound Epler. Wildcats got to push. 10 seconds left. Oh, they turn it over. Wildcats going too fast for their own good. Another turnover on fast break. So that's going to leave 8.5 seconds for the Dolphins to draw up a play as they call a timeout and talk things over. So Dolphins will have 8.5 seconds to work with before we head to half. Let's see if they can do something with it. Oh, they get numbers again. off the glass, no good. They had a great look, and that'll take us to halftime. Brunswick Community College coming in here, putting it on the Wildcats. They're up 33-22. We'll be back here in 15 minutes with your first half stats and third quarter action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, just about a minute away from starting the third quarter. Wildcats find themselves down at home to the Dolphins of Brunswick Community College, 33-22. Your first half stats for the visiting Dolphins, leading the way with 6 points apiece, are Ratavia Merritt and Capria Presley. Regina Wright and Willa Stackhouse with 5. Kana Parker with 3. Alexis Boyd and Annetta Tiffany with 2. For the Wildcats, leading scorers are Shannon Martin and Aisha Hankerson with 6 each. Justice Wallace with 3. Christine Epler, Micah Thomas, and Jada Morgan on the board with 2 points. Wildcats not shooting entirely well in that first half, just 27% from the field, 16% from 3, 50% at the line. And the numbers get a little bit better from the field for the Dolphins. They're shooting 44% from the field and 33% beyond the arc, and only 33% at the free throw line on 2 of 6 attempts. So we're back here ready for some third quarter action. It'll be Wildcats ball. Both teams have switched sides. Wildcats will be going right to left on your screen, and Dolphins will be going left to right. I don't think that. Maybe they didn't want that possession. It took them a while to get there for the pass. Foul called on the Wildcats. It'll be on Morgan. That's Morgan's second foul is what they announced over the PA, but scoreboard only says 1, and that ball out of bounds. It'll be Wildcats ball. Turnovers a big story in that first half for both teams. Johnson and Wales had 19 of their own. Dolphins had 18, so it kind of equals out. However, the difference was the points off those turnovers, where the Dolphins outgained the Wildcats 16-2. They also outgained the Wildcats, which you don't see this often. They outgained points in the paint 20-10. And that was a big 3 from Shannon Martin. That's her 3rd on the night. So that puts her as the leading scorer for the Wildcats with 9. We get a foul called. Oh, man, they call it on Hankerson. I don't know if I agree with that one. But nevertheless, it'll be Dolphins ball. So that's the second foul on Hankerson. So 2 quick fouls on the Wildcats in the opening minute of this third quarter, down by 8. Shot inside, no good. And nobody wanted to box out there for the Wildcats. Left all alone was Stackhouse. Stackhouse, who had a big bucket at the end of that second quarter for the Dolphins, able to convert there down low. Wildcats moving the ball around the perimeter. A wild shot from Epler underneath the basket is no good. And a travel called on Presley. And again, Wildcats, only 7 players dressed tonight. However, really 6 are only playing. Montesol, not sure what is the issue with her. She's dressed, however, she hasn't played at all. So I'd imagine with 7 players and her not playing, there's something, she must have something wrong. So really, Micah Thomas has been the only reserve for the Wildcats. Thankfully, Johnson Wales not really in any foul trouble. Hankerson with 2. That's about it. That one poked away, but it'll stay here with the Wildcats. They'll have 14 on the shot. So sneaking baseline is still Shannon Martin. Martin left all alone for three. Epler able to find her, puts up a shot at the shot clock, and getting the putback was Hankerson, but she's fouled on the attempt. So Hankerson will be at the line for 2 shots. That foul will be on Presley. And that's just her first foul, first team foul on the Dolphins. Knocks down the first. Two of two at the line for Hankerson. Wildcats able to cut it to a single-digit deficit. Good hands by Morgan. Got a piece of it. Knocks it out of bounds, so the Dolphins have to try again. Wildcats trying to get going here and easily breaking the press. I think Presley should have took that herself. She had Hankerson in front with those 2 fouls. And a 3 there, no good. Rebound Hankerson. So Wildcats hold on defensive end. We'll see what they can do here on this possession. Shannon Martin, a 3. And from our angle up here, it looked good, but it just hit the net, but it didn't go in the net. So ball stay here with the Wildcats. It went out of bounds. Last touch by Dolphin. Dolphins player. That'd be pretty magical if actual Dolphin touched the ball, but Hankerson, oh, it lips off. That was a tough bucket. If that one would have fell down, we got a foul. They're going to call it on Wallace. So they're going to call it on Wallace down low on the rebounding attempt. That's the second foul on Wallace. Underneath Presley, draws a foul on Morgan. So Morgan picks up another. And here we go, Jemiah Montesal will have to check in. She's really the only guard available to sub for the Wildcats with the injured Jayon Leak out tonight. So Montesal will check in for Martin. Under 7 to play here in the third quarter. Wildcats trying to crawl back in this one. They find themselves down 36-27. Pass stolen by Presley, looking for help now. She's able to get it away. Good ball handling there from Merritt. Able to keep it away from Wallace. Baseline jumper from Merritt is good. Able to create separation on Montesal. And rises up, knocks down that shot. And I'm not sure what Morgan was trying to go for there. Gets stuck in the air and turns it over. And it's going to draw a foul on the Wildcats as Epler. That's Epler's second. So fouls starting to take its toll on the Wildcats here in this third quarter. It's going to put the Dolphins in the bonus now for the remaining 6:17 in this quarter. So at the line now, Regina Wright shooting 2. As she knocks down the first. And 2 of 2 there from Merritt. Bailey back in to replace Anella. Montesal out on the wing. Drives inside looking for help. Hankerson the extra pass to Wallace. gets stripped underneath and foul called. Wallace will be at the line for 2 shots. Foul on Wright, just her first, only the second team foul on the Dolphins. Micah Thomas set to check in. So Wallace knocks down that one. Thomas will relieve Epler. Epler with those 2 fouls will get a breather. Dolphins again able to break the Wildcat press, and they can't convert on the offensive end as Hankerson grabs another rebound. Morgan in the lane, fouled. They got her across the hand on the floater, so Morgan will be at the line for 2 shots. That foul will be on Stackhouse. That'll be her 3rd foul. Wildcats down 40-28, 5:44 left. Midway through this 3rd quarter, Morgan at the line, able to knock down the first free throw. And knocks down the second. Good sign here. Alexis Boyd back in. She took a fall earlier in the 2nd quarter and had to be helped off by her coach. And she seems to be fine here. She's back in. Top of your screen, right in front of their bench. Wildcats flying around on defense. Pass tipped. And off the knee of Thomas. So the shot clock stays at 10 seconds. See if the Wildcats can hold here. Boyd out on the perimeter. Flying in for it was Montesol. Jumper no good at the shot clock. And Wildcats couldn't rebound. And it's a fresh shot clock here for the Dolphins. Pulling the triggers, Merritt. Shot no good. Another offensive board. That time it was Parsley. Merritt going back to her. Drives on Hankerson. Blocking foul called on Hankerson. That's a big call there. It's going to put Hankerson. That'll be her 3rd foul. It's going to send Bresley to the line for 2. Dolphins already in the bonus. The Dolphins definitely improved their free throw shooting here in this 3rd quarter compared to what they shot in the first half. Now, granted, they've also had a lot more attempts. Jumper from Hankerson, no good. Thomas, a big rebound. The outlet to Wallace. Can't knock down the shot. Thomas grabs the offensive board. Wildcats will reset. Montesol left alone in the corner. Passes on the 3, works inside, finds it wide open. Wallace. We've seen flashes here tonight from the Wildcats on the offensive end, able to move the ball around, find the open man, and get the bucket. That shot is short, but another offensive rebound. And you don't see this very often, Wildcats getting dominated on the offensive glass, and that shot is good. We're going to get a full team timeout from the Dolphins. Epler will check in for the Wildcats on the other side of this timeout. 3:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats down 44-32. So back at any timeout, Wildcats ball, down by 12. Got to get something going here on offense. They had a good last possession where they found Wallace wide open underneath. Different story there. That ball gets poked right back to Merritt. Very fortunate there. Boyd loses the handle. Good defense from Morgan. Foul called on the Wildcats. It's going to be on Morgan. It's going to be the fourth on Morgan. So Morgan really can't be aggressive. She'll sub out now for Shannon Martin. Hankerson with those 3 fouls back in for Thomas. Wildcats very thin at guard tonight. I'm assuming Montesal will be running point now with Morgan on the bench with those 4 fouls. Offensive rebound again. The putback is no good. Very fortunate for the Wildcats there. Montesal out on the break. Works in the corner, brings it back out. Hankerson top of the key. Deflected off the hands of Montesal into the hands of Merritt. One defender to beat. Loses it behind her back. Wildcats back on the charge. Up ahead to Epler. On the block, they find Wallace. Foul issued. It's going to be on Bailey as the hand raked down on Wallace. She was trying to get the pass away to Martin. As we cross under 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Wildcats down by 13. And back-to-back fouls on Bailey. Not quick enough to get position on Montesal down on the block, and Montesal able to draw the charge and get rewarded now with 2 free throws. Montesal knocks down the first. Two of 2 there from Montesal. It's her first points of the night. Jacqueline Ingram, number 3 for the Dolphins, seeing her first action here tonight, just checked in. As Bailey picked up those 2 quick fouls. Pass right to Boyd. They get the travel. So Boyd kind of juggling the pass. And the head coach for the Dolphins is furious at it. I don't really know what you can be mad about. Boyd was, basically taking 3 steps, and she didn't have control of the ball yet. So, yeah, could have gone either way. Martin a 3, that one off the mark. Foul on the rebound underneath. I believe it's going to be another one at Epler. It is. Foul starting to rack up against the Wildcats as we march to the other side of the floor where Alexis Boyd will be shooting 2 free throws. Still 2:26 left in the quarter. So 0 of 2 at the line. Rebound Epler. Outlet ahead to Montesal. Montesal pushes it herself and misses the layup. Going the other way as Presley finds Merritt. That's a 2. It's a long 2, and it's good. Wildcats just don't have any answers for the Dolphins here tonight. And that was a bad turnover. I don't know who that was going to. Merritt again trying to go for the throat here. Put the nail in the coffin in this quarter right now as they go up 16. Merritt 5 points to force the Wildcats timeout. My. Wildcats are all out of rhythm. You don't see this very often. So looking ahead, we'll be back on the air Wednesday for men's basketball at 7 o'clock. They'll take on Morris College. Again, that's next Wednesday at 7 p.m. That'll be the final game for basketball before we head to Thanksgiving. Students will be gone, heading home, having some turkey, some stuffing, mac and cheese, sweet potato casserole. The list goes on, the list goes on. So back out of the timeout. Wildcats down by 16. They got a big hill to climb right now. Both teams are in the bonus. Wildcats just trying to end the quarter on a positive note. Dolphins going with the 2-3 zone. Ball poked away. Wildcats get it right back. Montesol fortunate to be in the right spot, and they're going to get a travel. It's another costly turnover. And Merritt nearly lost the handle on that one. Wildcats man defense all the way. Dolphins get it across midcourt. Boyd drives the lane underneath. Foul issued on Hankerson. That'll be 4 on her. Boyd will be at the line for another 2 shots. It's going to force Epler back in the game. Boyd makes her first free throw of her last 2 trips to the line. So 1 of 4 here in the past 2 possessions. Wildcats now trying to get something going, and they get the tie up. Wildcats will retain possession. 1:05 left in the quarter. It'll be Montesol on the baseline to inbound. They look inside for Wallace. They're going to get the jump ball. So possession arrow flips, and it'll go to the Dolphins. So officials talking over if it was Dolphins possession. It is. The possession arrow was pointing to the Wildcats side. That's because they didn't change it. Diving for it. And the ball just barely touched out of bounds as Wright reached down to pick it up. So Wildcats will get it back. 53.2 on the clock. Down low, Thomas able to find Martin. Montesol passes on the 3. The floater in the lane, no good. Wildcats just can't buy a basket here. About 4-second differential from the game clock and the shot clock. Shot from Merritt, no good, but the offensive rebound from Manella. Her putback, no good. Montesol going right back the other way. A tough shot from Martin, no good. Flying in for the rebound. The putback is no good from Epler. Dolphins can hold for one last shot. Got to go quick. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, at the buzzer. Off the mark. And that'll take us to the 4th quarter. Dolphins up big, 51-34. We'll be back here in just a minute with 4th quarter action. right, 1 quarter action left. Wildcats got their work cut out for them. Down by 17, 51-34. Gonna need all the buckets you can get. In the paint, Thomas, the kick out, the extra pass. Montisol a 3 off the mark. Gets her own rebound, a shot. No good, but she's fouled. She'll be at the line. 2 shots coming up. Every point counts. Need these 2. Not able to knock down the first. Hankerson and Morgan still on the bench in foul trouble. So Montisol remains perfect from the line, 4-4. Wildcats got to start getting some turnovers off the press. Haven't been able to all night. And easy bucket there for Presley. Excuse me, that was right. Montisol will try again from 3. In and out. Grabbing the rebound, taking it herself is right. 1-on-1 with Montisol. And it'll be a double dribble. She carried it. Martin is hanging out in that right corner, calling for the ball. Top of the key. Epler, the extra pass. Wallace, 16-footer is good. Good ball movement there for the Wildcats. On the other end, able to answer, it was Merritt. Merritt trying to close out the Wildcats here. She's had some big buckets. When the Wildcats go down and get a good possession, you can guarantee it's Merritt going right back the other way, getting a score. Epler a 3, that one way off the mark, but last touch by Boyd out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Wildcats. They'll have 9 seconds left to get a shot off if they're able to inbound. The scoop lay-in from Wallace is good. Starting to see a little bit of a spark here for the Wildcats. Some energy back in the team. Another shot from Merritt, that time way off the mark, and Montisol able to grab the board, pushing it ahead, gets it poked away, and Epler pokes it out of bounds, and it will be last touch by the Wildcats. So Wildcats definitely not giving up. I mean, they've played hard all game. It's just they've had some breaks not go their way. And you got to credit the Dolphins. They came in with a game plan, and they've definitely executed. Breaking the press, fast break opportunities, and offensive rebounding underneath. And you see there, they get the easy bucket. You don't see too often the Wildcats getting dominated in the paint. But it sure happened here tonight. That was a kick ball off the foot of Ingram. So Montisol inbound in the far corner. Montisol, the hesitation, brings it back out. Wallace, same spot as last time. This time no good. Rebound Merritt. And dribbled it. And should have been a foul called, I believe, but they don't get it. And the possession will stay here with the Dolphins. Wildcats are going to get Hankerson and Morgan back in for Epler and Thomas. So Stackhouse will check in quickly. She'll be back in for Ingram. Just under 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Again, officials discussing the shot clock, and they reset at the 30. Merritt picks up her dribble on the baseline, kick out to right. Resets top of the key. Works her way down to the other corner and picks up her dribble. Able to find Boyd. Bounce pass inside Stackhouse, a shot off the rim, no good. Boyd right there puts up a shot, and it goes to the official. So deficit still at 17 for the Wildcats. Inside to Hankerson, the kick out. Morgan a three, short. Nice box out on Hankerson. It was Stackhouse going for the rebound, and it's another foul on Morgan, who had to go right back out for Thomas. As Morgan is fouled out for this one. And it is a quiet crowd here tonight at the Wildcat Center. Laying no good, rebound Hankerson. Outlet ahead to Montesal, they got numbers. Wallace ahead, easy lay-in. And again, there's another flash of what the Wildcats usually do on offense. They're able to get out, get these easy baskets and work off that, and it's another answer from Merritt. Five and a half left. Thomas underneath. Lane is good. Count it. She got hit on the elbow. Shot still falls. Three-point opportunity for the Wildcats. This one, if she makes the free throw, will cut it to 15 with 5.5 remaining. And she does. Merritt, this time shot no good. Presley, the offensive board, the putback no good. Rebound Hankerson. They had Wallace ahead. Fakes, goes inside, shot, count it! Another and one coming up for the Wildcats. The crowd's back into it. And that's the fifth foul on Stackhouse. That's going to get Bailey in the game for the Dolphins. Justice Wallace at the line for a free throw. This to cut it to 12. This will be big here for the Wildcats. She does. There is life for the Wildcats here. Crowd definitely back into it. We'll see what the Dolphins can do to answer and silence the crowd as Bailey, her lay-in, no good. Rebound Wallace. Up ahead, Montesal drives baseline, short shot, no good. Rebound Merritt. And wide open, all alone, Presley. Easy lay-in. Wallace draws the double team, the kick out to Martin. Montesal passes on the three, works inside, the fake, shot no good, rebound, grabbed by Montesal. Second attempt, won't fall, and another rebound for Merritt. Wow. I mean, the parting of the Red Sea. As that is Regina Wright going untouched for the easy lay-in. Wildcats really stagnant on this possession. Montsall picked up her dribble, has to get rid of it. Already down to 10 on the shot. Hankerson, kick out to Wallace. That's a long 2, no good. Good box out from Presley. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. The bounce pass, and that one off the glass, no good. Rebound Montesol. Outlet ahead to Hankerson. Great reach by Wallace. Good look from Hankerson. Wallace now kind of leading the charge, trying to get the Wildcats back in it. The last 6 points have come from Justice Wallace. It's really good athleticism, able to reach back on that pass and turn right around and get up the shot. Up ahead, Thomas gets it swatted from, and that ball out of bounds. Hankerson, though, able to corral it. Foul called on Presley. And teams are lining up free throws. So, not sure what they're calling here. Hankerson lining up for free throws. They're not in the bonus just yet. So Martin on the baseline to inbound. 2:40 left. Wildcats make every possession count. Martin, quick 3. That one no good. Fight for the rebound. Epler goes right around. Gets the lay-in. Dolphins lead back to 12. Trying to keep the Wildcats off their tail. And a travel. Wildcats now with the chance to get it to 10 or single digits. Boyd back in. She'll replace Anella. Big possession here for the Wildcats. Thomas nearly turning third away, and she finds herself wide open. 10-point game. Dolphins got to be smart. The clock is your friend. Drain the possession, and they turn it over. Martin running point. Stops for a 3, no good. So a quick shot there. Dolphins will get it right back. And that is a 2 from Merritt. That's a big shot. That keeps the lead at 12. 1:30 left. Hankerson looking for Thomas. It's picked off. It's right. Racing ahead down the floor. Epler pokes away from behind, and it goes out of bounds. Anella and Kaya Johnson, who's seeing her first action here tonight, check in. Dolphins inbound on the baseline, 24 on the shot. And if you're the Dolphins, take that shot clock down to single digits. Went for the steal. Oh, and Wildcats should have had that one. Instead, Dolphins remain in the lane. Merritt loses the handle. Wildcats get the steal. Nearly thrown away. Epler with the ball finds Thomas. 3 here from Martin. Good! Now it's single digits, 9-point deficit now. Still 45 seconds left. Now, 9 points in 45 seconds is doable, but they may have started this late surge a little bit too late. We will see what happens. Stick around. Again, we'll be back on the air Wednesday at 7 p.m. Men's basketball taking on Morris College. Women's basketball trying to move to 4-1 on the season. Dolphins trying to get to 500. Wildcats showing a lot of heart here tonight. Morgan is fouled out. So really they don't have their main point guard. They don't have their other point guard, Jayon Leak, who's injured. .4 remaining. It'll be Dolphins ball out of this timeout. Wildcats got to force a turnover. No fouls to give, as one more foul will put the Dolphins in the bonus. So it will be right on the baseline to inbound. And Wildcats get the foul. And ball did not cross half court. The Wildcats keep fouling, so they update. Okay, they updated score, but I figured out what's going on here. So they actually had 2 fouls to give. So now they're going to force the turnover. If they don't get it, they got a foul. There's one. Just a third on Wallace. And that was their last foul to give. Now you'll put the Dolphins at the line if you do foul. And we get a stoppage of play here. Referees will talk something over. And they put the shot clock from 30 to 20. So left all alone. Presley, the extra pass. Johnson couldn't handle it. Nearly turns it over. A lot of contact down there in the paint. They're going to draw the foul on the Wildcats. And that'll be 2 shots coming up for Kaya Johnson. 4th foul on Thomas. 30.1 remains. Johnson first free throw is no good. Johnson, who just checked in less than 2 minutes ago, really coming in cold for these free throws. And the rebound, Thomas able to grab it. Wildcats don't have their point guard and Morgan in. They go quick. Wallace inside Epler, foul, lay in, no good. Oh, that would have been big if that one would have rolled in. It'll be Epler at the line, 2 shots, 20.2 seconds left. Boyd back in. Big free throws for Epler and misses the first. So it's just going to be the foul game here for the Wildcats. Knocks down the first. The second. 8-point game. And they're not fouling yet. They went for the trap, didn't get it. You got a foul, and they foul Boyd. And that takes off nearly 10 seconds. That's 4th foul on Wallace. 11.8 remains. We're going to get a Dolphins timeout. So it'll be Alexis Boyd on the other end of this timeout at the free throw line, shooting 2. So back out of timeout, Alexis Boyd misses that first free throw. 11.8 seconds remain in this one. Wildcats down by 8. They started to come back, but they started just a little bit too late. So it's now a 3-possession game. Up ahead, Wallace, no good. Gets her own rebound, fouled. 4.2 left. Wallace will be at the line, 2 shots. And makes the first. Again, we'll be back on the air next Wednesday, 7 p.m. for men's basketball. They take on Morris College. That'll be the last game before we come back in December. Pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. 2.4 seconds left. Epler to inbound. Finds Hankerson. The turnaround shot fouled before the attempt, so Hankerson will be at the line. 0.9 seconds left. Knocks down the first. So this will make the final score look a little bit closer than it actually was. So it's a 6-point game. They inbound, and that will do it. Wildcats fall at home to Brunswick Community College, 67-61. Johnson Wales will fall to 3-2 on the season. Dolphins move to 500 as they go 2-2 now. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back on the air Wednesday at 7 p.m. for men's basketball against Morris College. It's your voice of the Wildcats, Kelly Turner, signing off. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night.